Hey, what's going on, everyone? Here in the YouTube world, I have some fun stuff that's happened. Yesterday, where's that? Remo came, placed an order for heads, so I can replace the heads on this kit and one of the other kits that I'll show you in just a second. So while I'm getting ready to get all that done, I figured I'd do a quick little rundown of the studio and how I set things up, and my other side over there that is what I use for teaching, all my teaching. So here's what we have on this side, which is the kit that most everybody, all you guys, are familiar with. This is a Gretsch Brooklyn kit in cream oyster, I believe is what that is. So it is 13, 16, and 18 right there. Back here, this is quite a big kit. Back here is a 12, 14, and along with it is a 20. Thin dark crash K and a K custom dark. DW hardware. Yes, that is a Yamaha stand. I played Yamaha drums for a long time, so I still have a lot of the hardware. I actually still have a kit. So what I use recording wise is my overheads, which I have not taken out yet. They are Advanced Audio, oh my gosh, I've forgotten what they are. The condenser overheads. I've forgotten what they are. I'll find it out and put it down in the description. But they are great sounding, inexpensive, believe it or not, microphones. I keep them covered when I'm not using them. They're great mics. Let's see, down here, these are Audix pencil condensers. What are they? So the ADX51. See if that comes out. ADX51. I have that. See if I can get this back on there. On my ride, obviously, and then I have one on hi-hat side. Bass drum. That is a low frequency from Solomon Mics. On the outside bass drum is the AKG D112, and then inside, in which I have coming right here, is a Beta 52. Let's see, my room mic. Right there is another Advanced Audio microphone. This is a tube mic. I actually need to get it turned on. I'll have all these microphones in the description. I cannot remember everything currently. I will be using on the toms. These are Beyer Dynamic TG D58. They're great mics. They just clip on like so. With the education side, when I'm recording, I just use overheads and bass drum, and I pick between, depending on what it is I'm doing, I'll pick between the D112 or the Beta 52 on the inside. Out here in the hall, right there, we don't have very good light out there. That is actually an MXL ribbon mic, and yes, that's me on a trick bike there. So we've got that out in the hall. That's a great ambient space out there to get a nice verb and some natural verb. I do a little enhancing on it. So that's the kit that I'll be using. This is a USA Custom chrome over brass 6.5 by 14. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that or the Brooklyn snare drum. That's also a 6.5 by 14 Brooklyn. Some extra cymbals there. So over here on the other side, this is this part right here. It's where I do a lot of the private lessons. Over here is my teaching side, and that is another Gretsch. That is a Catalina Club. So 18, 12, 14, and I bought a 16 to go with it. I'll set my laptop up right there. As you can see, I got my ProLogic's pad sitting there. So that's where I do all of my online lessons. I have a zoom camera right there. I have a zoom down there on the ground, and then I put a GoPro right there so you can get 3 different angles of what is happening. Right here is that's a 1960 or 59 or 60 Ludwig field or parade drum. Sounds awesome. And if I have younger students that might be doing school band that need the glockenspiel there, I have that sitting there. Otherwise, some just cool stuff from my parents. I really dig trains, so I have that sitting there. Over here, a few snare drums. This is the kit that I was saying. That is a Yamaha Maple Custom, Japan made. Maple Custom was the first Yamaha kit that I bought. I'm reheading that. It's 22, 10, 12, 14. Let's see, snare drums. Well, this is my Slingerland kit. I bought this when I turned 50. It's a 1960. Actually, it's the bass drum and rack tom and snare drum are 1961, and that floor tom is an extra add-on. It is 63. That's a Slingerland chrome over brass 1970s. I'm not sure exactly the date on it. Down here we've got an oak custom Yamaha snare. The snare drum that goes with my Maple Custom kit. That's a 1990s. Next is a 1990s Superphonic, and then I have I think a 2018 Superphonic, and then lastly on this is a 69 Acrolite. That's the first Yamaha pedal I ever bought, and I'm pretty proud of these. I hope you can see this. That is my membership to the National Association of Rudimental Drummers, and that is a certification from PAS on all my rudiments. Some tour stuff from when I was in Appetite for Destruction. Had a lot of fun on that gig. Played a lot of cool stuff right there. At this time right here, when Appetite played Throttle Fest in Myrtle Beach, I was actually also playing with Jesse James' son, Nigel. Did a few shows with them. Still on Zildjian. I generally have K light hi-hats here, but I had them on I was using them for a church gig for a couple of weeks. 19-inch Armand Beautiful Baby ride with rivets. Love the rivets now. Constantinople 22 Renaissance. That is a custom 8-inch splash, and then a 20-inch Oriental. This kit is really tuned up high, tuned up into the bop and sounds, and I do like it tuned up that high a lot. It sounds great. One of my favorite kits to play. Alright, so in here, I know lighting is horrible. For recording, I use Luna. I'm using the Apollo 8P for my interface. I got it in 2016, I believe. Anyway, I've been using it forever. I used it with Pro Tools for a long time, and now because Pro Tools likes to do so many switchings and this and updates to that don't really do anything, I decided to go with something that I can always keep up to date on, and it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg. So Luna, since I have that, I have all access to Luna, and I also use Logic on occasion. Luna has a good workflow to me, and I've gotten real used to it. So it's very similar to Pro Tools. Anyway, this is a Joe Meek preamp. I got it on my overheads. ISA 428 is on my bass drum, on the D112, and then my toms are also on that. Audient, ASP 800. I have snare drum top and bottom on 1 and 2. Top is 1, 2 is bottom, and that's so I can use the iron and the 2 extra little sweet knobs there, if you want to call them that. And then everything else runs through the rest of the Audient. So I have on channel 3 is ride, hi-hat ride, and I forget what's your 7 down here. This is an extra in case I want to have a little effects mic, and I have a Solomon Mic's LowFreq or Phone Freak in my storage room there. And then 6 is the Beta 52, and then 7 is, I believe, the that hallway mic to give me my rubber. And 8 is free right now, but it's what I use for my vocal mic when I'm doing my educational. So I use Mac computers, Yamaha speakers. I also have a Yamaha sub. So it's been a great setup so far. And what we're going to do right now, I've already got the session set up. This is the song that I'm currently going to work on. I have to get the heads changed real quick to give the sound that I think this song's going to need, which will be a little deader. Angie Lynn Carter, that's what I'm working with right now. I've been playing with her for quite some time, probably 2016 or so. They come to see me. Her and her husband came to see me when I was playing with Joel Kosher from Collective Soul. They came out to see me and asked me to do their record at the time, and I did their record and started playing with them. Left for about a year and then came back and pretty much been back ever since. We don't do a whole lot of stuff. We don't do the bar scene. It is totally headliner or opening for larger acts. Here's some other recordings I did. This is my band Paper Street. That's Angie's record. We did, the band I was in, Cornbread, for a while, did a song on the Holiday Project that's to Camp Sunshine to help cancer patients or children. And a band called Mad Margaret I played with. One of my first recording sessions ever. Right there. And I have more snare drums. More things I need to hang up. I think this is a 1920s. 5x14. This is a 1957. And one of my pride and joys is that right there. The first came with my first drum set, Pearl Master 6.5x14. It is a great snare drum. And then just some kind of random stuff that I've done in the past. And then this is a little storage area that I built. Lighting is really bad in here. That's some of my touring stuff. That's a 16 channel snake splitter right there. This is my current ear setup with my smaller ear rig. And then one of those was my larger ear rig when I was on the road with Appetite. And one was a pedal case. Then just all my boxes, cases. I store all my cases back here. Sorry for the lighting, it is what it is. Of course, extra cymbals everywhere, extra heads, pedals, well, you can't see up there, stuff, more cases. Yeah, sorry for the lighting, it is what it is back here. I don't generally do any filming. Sticks, I have sticks. These are, yep, that's right there. So anyway, that is the setup. So while I'm out here, when I can't get to my computer, so I have that hooked up to the screen in the computer. So as I'm recording, obviously you can see I can just do this, and I have my wireless keyboard and a trackpad sitting out here. So right there is that. So I'm gonna get these heads changed. Today's video is brought to you by Atlanta Drum Shop. That's not paid, but it is a great place. Michael is a great dude. He brought something to us. He's bringing back drum clinics, all that kind of stuff. So if you're in Atlanta, come on out and check us out. I will leave the address in the description. So I'm gonna get the heads changed on this, and we'll be back ready to record. All right, so now got the heads changed. As you can hear, they're just a little bit deader than they were before. This is because mic'd up like this for this particular song is they're a lot better for this, what I'm doing right now. And the next song that I got to do too, the guy that I'm doing that for wants more of a 70s deader type of sound. If you're looking back here, I think on my camera right there, you'll see that I've got me some fins back here on this floor tom. It was getting to be a little unruly. I mean, it sounded great, but it just kept ringing, so I can't have that happening, so I just deaden it down just a little bit more. Anyway, what I'm getting ready to do now is just do a quick demo of the song for the rest of the guys in the band, and let them pick some parts that they like. I have a good idea of most of what I'm going to play, but there's some little parts that I want their input on, some little verse parts, mainly the vocalist, because I'm doing this to a scratch track guitar part. I have an idea of what the vocals are going to be doing, but I'm not sure about the rest of the song. We've only rehearsed a bit of it. We got this, when we wrote the song, we rehearsed it a bit. The rest of the lyrics were not there yet, so I'm kind of just going off of that memory on what she's going to do vocal-wise. So anyway, I'm going to give this a real quick go through, but real quick before I hit that, what I'm playing, whenever my crash is for this, the ride is my prototype ride that I got this year. It sounds good. I'm noticing it's good for rock and or maybe some big band or something like that, but it's got a really nice tone to it. I'm using the bell mostly on this track. My crashes, I went over 18-inch dark thin crash K and an 18-inch custom K custom dark crash. The hats are 14-inch Avidus. I dig these pretty good. I changed over to some coated Emperors on my toms, and I got a Power Stroke 3 on my bass drum. There's nothing inside the bass drum. It is just strictly the deadening that the head has, and then the front head, which is, I believe it's a Power Stroke 3 felt tone, which has a felt strip already in it. Otherwise, everything's pretty wide open except for that, because it got a little, like I said, unruly. The snare drum, I am using the my Chrome Over Brass USA Custom, so it's sounding pretty good. I might change it. It really depends on what it comes down to, the guy engineering it. If he's like, let's change the snare and make it a little deader or whatever. I have this one back here that'll sound good on this too. I like doing all of my tracking in one take. That one take may take 3 times. However, it is one take, so when you listen to it, it doesn't sound chopped up. You can tell that I sat here and I just played the whole thing at one time. I prefer to do that. There's a lot of times, there's a few tracks that I've done at other studios, and when I listen back to it, I can tell that it was cut because I know how I played through each part. So I don't like doing that myself. If need be, that'll be what happens. But other than that, take a watch, and I'm gonna do a real quick take on this. I'm gonna put a all right, there it was. Like I said, just a quick demo to send to the guys in the band to get their input on what it is that I'm playing. Anyway, that is how this is going to go. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you dig stuff like this, let me know down in the comments. Hit that like button, the subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I really am trying to get this channel up to 1,000. I'm kind of, working between things to figure out what really hits best. I am a teacher. That is my primary job right now, and I love teaching. I love learning, all of that kind of thing. But, I do a little bit of everything. We do some live shows. Obviously, I do the church gigs on occasion. I record here as well. So I'm in all of it, but let me know what you guys think. I really appreciate everybody, I really do. Again, hit the like button, the subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what's up, let me know what you're thinking. Anyway, till the next video, happy drumming.